Okay, at first I would like to share the words of Shinran Shonin from one of his letters. So I shared these words with you before, but this is on Collected Works of Shinran, page 539. So please join me in gassho. Please put your palms together. My life has now reached the fullness of its years. It is certain that I will go to birth in the Pure Land before you. So without fail, I will await you there. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Good morning, everyone. And welcome to today's Shotsuki monthly memorial service for the month of April. And this is the fourth Shotsuki monthly memorial service of 2018, which means nearly 1/3 of the year has passed already. Can you believe it? We only have 8 months left. In 2 months, my daughter Aoi will finish kindergarten, and from September she'll be first grader. That's really amazing. And I've been watching Major League Baseball, and Shohei Ohtani, he's in LA Angels. He pitches and he bats, and he's amazing. Do you watch baseball at all? No? You don't watch baseball? I really love baseball, so I'm really happy to see Shohei Ohtani playing well in Major League Baseball. But anyway, today, April 15th, is actually a special day for Jodo Shinshu. Do you know why? No? Today, April 15th, is a day considered as a day of establishment of Jodo Shinshu sect. And it is said that to establish a sect, few things must be presented in the writings. That is, the classification of the teaching of Buddha, name of the sect, sutras and commentaries which the sect relies on, and the lineage. And Shinran Shonin, our founder, he never had an intent of establishing a school or sect because he considered himself as a disciple of Honen Shonin throughout his life. But Shinran Shonin's masterwork, the true teaching, practice, and realization, or in Japanese, Kyogyo Shinsho, presented everything we need to establish a sect. And it is said that this true teaching, practice, and realizations draft was completed on April 15th, 1224. April 15th, 1224. So we consider April 15th as the day of the establishment of Jodo Shinshu sect. Anyway, the words I shared at the beginning is the words of Shinran Shonin from one of his letters. This is my favorite word of Shinran Shonin, so I talked about these words before for sure. But he says, I will await you there in the Pure Land. I will await you in the Pure Land. Which means, viewed from the opposite side, Shinran Shonin might have think that there's someone waiting for him in the Pure Land, the realm of Nirvana. Then I had begun to wonder who he wanted to meet, who he wanted to wait for him. And Shinran Shonin, he did not leave much of what he experienced in his life, in writings. But on postscript of the true teaching, practice, and realization, which is on pages 289 to 291 of Collected Works of Shinran, he talks about how the decisions made by emperors on killing 2 disciples of Honen Shonin and exiling Honen Shonin and the disciples, including Shinran Shonin, was wrong act. And he also mentions the joy of encountering Honen Shonin and Nembutsu teaching. So for Shinran Shonin, Honen Shonin was the one who changed his life. He could not find the path while he was in Mount Hiei, even though he practiced for 20 years. But by encountering one person, Honen Shonin, everything has changed. He said in the postscript, Shinran Shonin, he said in the postscript, I, Gutoku Shinran, disciple of Shakyamuni, discarded sundry practice and took refuge in the primal vow in 1201. I, Gutoku Shinran, disciple of Shakyamuni, discarded sundry practices and took refuge in the primal vow in 1201. So 1201 is the year he met Honen Shonin. And he threw everything he learned in Mount Hiei and followed the teaching of Nembutsu taught by Honen Shonin. And I am sure that he was planning to stay under Honen Shonin for his life and enjoy the teaching together. But the cruel decision made by government to ban Nembutsu teaching made them apart. And Shinran Shonin never had a chance to meet Honen Shonin in person after they were exiled to different areas. And I am sure that Shinran Shonin missed Honen Shonin, but he was also sure that Honen Shonin is waiting in the Pure Land, realm of Nirvana, and they are able to meet there again. And when I think about the encounter of Honen Shonin and Shinran Shonin, I really feel that how the encounter was really amazing thing. Honen Shonin himself struggled in Mount Hiei to find a path which leads him to emancipation from suffering and attain Buddhahood. So he asked many monks in Mount Hiei, but no one could answer the question of Honen Shonin. So Honen Shonin read entire Tripitaka, which consists of sutras, precepts, and commentaries. He read it for 5 times. It is about 30,950,000 characters for reading entire Tripitaka. So he read about 369,750,000 characters. That's a lot. Then, one passage of commentaries by Chinese monk named Shantao struck him. Junpi Butsuganko. It is in accord with the Buddha's vow. It is in accord with the Buddha's vow. If it was a selection of ourselves to choose which practice leads us to the emancipation, we are the one who should be responsible for the selection of the practice when we fail to accomplish the practices. The practice of Nembutsu is in accord with Buddha's vow. This is a selection of practice made by Buddha. So we just rely on the wisdom of Buddha and recite Nembutsu to experience emancipation from suffering and attain Buddhahood. So this was the answer of Honen Shonin he received from Shantao. So for Honen Shonin, Shantao was the one who changed his life. He read 369,750,000 characters, and only Junpi Butsuganko, 5 characters, changed his entire life. So if Honen Shonin did not encounter this word of Shantao, Shinran Shonin was never able to encounter Nembutsu teaching. So, as I often say, everything is interrelated, interconnected. it is really amazing thing that we are able to listen to the teaching here in Portland. By the way, I have a question for you. Do you have someone who changed your life? Do you have someone who changed your life? You can say Yuki Sugahara. Just kidding. But to me, that is Shinran Shongin. Particularly, the words of Shinran Shongin I shared at the beginning. He said, "My life has now reached the fullness of its years. It is certain that I will go to birth in the Pure Land before you. So without fail, I will await you there." And I told you many times, so you might remember, but I lost 4 of my grandparents and my mother already. I only have my father left. But these words of Shinran Shongin taught me that physical separation is not a permanent separation. We have the world, realm, we are able to meet again. And we have the world, realm, our loved ones who have passed away awaits. And when I had begun to be able to accept the separation this way, my focus of life has moved from fear of death or separation to how I live this life. Because the death or separation no longer bothers me. And when Honen Shongin and Shinran Shongin was about to exile, Honen Shongin told Shinran Shongin, "Wherever you go, spread the teaching of Nembutsu where you reside. Wherever you go, spread the teaching of Nembutsu where you reside." So this is what I am trying to do now. And I hope many people enjoy the teaching of Nembutsu and the teaching of the Pure Land, realm of Nirvana, where our loved ones awaits. And to share this teaching with as many people as I can is my focus of life now. I believe this is the meaning of my life. So I hope, and let's enjoy the teaching together as long as we can here in Portland. Okay? So thank you all for coming today. And I'd like to conclude my talk with a reading of On White Ashes in Japanese, written by our 8th head priest Rengyo from 15th century. And I will read it in English later. Okay. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together.それ人間の不祥なる相をつらつら感ずるにおおよそ儚きものはこの世の始終中幻のごとくなるいちごなりされば未だ漫才の人参の受けたりということを聞かず一生過ぎやすし今に至って誰か100年の業態を保つべきや我や先人や先今日とも知らず明日とも知らず遅れ先立つ人は元の雫末の梅雨よりも茂しと言えりされば明日には小がんがあって夕べには白骨となれるみなりすでに無常の風来たりぬればすなわち二つの眼たち町に閉じ一つの息長く耐えぬれば 願虚しく返じて通りの装いを失いぬる時は六神眷属集まって嘆き悲しめどもさらにその会あるべからずさてしもあるべきことならねばとて野外に送って弱の煙となし果てぬればただ白骨の溝のこれり哀れというもなかなか愚かなりされば人間の儚きことは老少不浄の境なれば誰の人も早く御生の一大事を心にかけて阿弥陀仏と深く頼み参らせて念仏もすべきものなりあなかしこあなかしこ On white ashes, in silently contemplating the transient nature of human existence, nothing is more fragile and fleeting in this world than the life of man. Thus we have not heard of human life lasting for 1,000 years. Life passes swiftly, and few among men can maintain their form for even 100 years. Whether I go before others, or others go before me, whether it be today or tomorrow, who is to know? Those who depart before us are as countless as the drops of dew. Though in the morning we may have radiant health, in the evening we may return to white ashes. When the winds of impermanence blow, our eyes are closed forever. And when the last breath leaves us, our face loses its color. Though loved ones gather and lament, everything is to no avail. The body is danced into an open field and vanishes from this world with the smoke of cremation, leaving only the white ashes. Nothing is more real than this truth of life. The fragile nature of human existence underlies both the young and the old. Therefore, we must, one and all, turn to the teachings of the Buddha and awaken to the essence of life. By so understanding the meaning of death, we come to appreciate the meaning of this life, which is to be treasured because it is unrepeatable. By virtue of true compassion, let us realize the unexcelled value of this existence, and let us live together with gratitude in our hearts. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda.